What is a weird flex you are proud of? One of my favorite composers responded to an email I sent him asking for feedback on a cover I did on one of his tracks. It was a lengthy and insightful response, and it really did make the 6 months of working on it all worthwhile. I've finished 3 chapsticks in a row without losing them. My class was working on a short film together with professionals, and I was an editor. I got to work with the original editor of Lego Ninjago Season 1-3 on my class short film. My YouTube account is blessed. I have not received an ad in over a decade, and I do not pay for premium. I don't use ad blockers, and I've tested it by adding my account to my friends' T.Vs and other devices. They get ads on their account, but I do not. Edit: since this post is blowing up, I'll add something slightly NSFW. I also have full access to Pornhub Premium for free. At this point, I really do believe I've hacked the Matrix. I can squeeze my butt cheeks so tight it cracks my tailbone like cracking your knuckles. I can mimic the sounds of birds, get all the birds in the area to start singing, and even get them to seek out the big bird. It's kind of funny to have them completely change their song when they realize I am not a bird, almost screeching at me sometimes. Edit: I really need to do a video, hopefully will be nice day soon and before Reddit explodes itself. A zebra bit me in my left arm. Opening beer bottles with my belly button. I have survived a murder attempt and a run-in with a literal serial killer. Summer of 2002. My girlfriend calls me in hysterics. There's a white truck that's been following me for more than 10 minutes. Ever since I left Walmart, it's been right behind me. I've driven all over and even gone in circles. I think it's the killer. At the time, in Baton Rouge, a serial killer had been at large for a while. The FBI had said be on the lookout for a white male driving a large pickup truck. A lot of his victims were brunettes that trend toward wealthier neighborhoods. My GF at the time was brunette but wasn't wealthy, but this week she was house sitting for her aunt who was a literal millionaire and was driving her aunt's Lexus. Okay. I say, we're on our way. Her aunt lived in a huge house on the LSU lakes. I don't think much of it, it's LSU and stupid stuff happens all the time. This is a prank of some kind, I am sure of it. A few minutes later and we're at the interstate exit. I call her to say where we are, and before she picks up, I see her aunt's car pass by with a white truck right behind. Go to the house, we're right behind them. She pulls into her aunt's driveway but the car stops and pulls over immediately once she does, parking across the street from her aunt's next door neighbor. Right on the edge of the lake. We pull in right behind her and she's very upset, recounts everything she said on the phone and I assure her it'll be okay. My roommate gives me an assuring nod. I'm going to hide in the shadows, if he tries anything lead him this way and I'll hit him. I make myself seen to the truck's cab and approach slowly with my hands visible. There's an African American man in the cab, not a white guy. This is not the killer we're worried about. Hey man. I announce, and he won't look directly at me, he's just looking at me side-eyed. I think there's a mix-up or something. You've been following my girlfriend a while here, you're freaking her out and you're going to have to go. Finally turns on the truck and turns to give me a look. He's bothered, or pissed off. And he drives off, and I will not see his face again until next year, when he's on the cover of the local paper, The Advocate, and he's been arrested for multiple murders. I ran into Derek Todd Lee. Won $500 on a game of 9-ball on the break when I was in the army back in the 90s. It was 100% pure bullshit, but I acted like it was intentional. Never played a game while in the army again and had a major rep for being a billiards badass. I can dislocate my thumb. I can also do it once. That I know how to use your, and a better than most TikTok users whose main language are English while mine isn't. LMAO. I was the first person ever in my family to earn a bachelor's degree. Then I got my master's and took pictures. I once ate a 1-pound burger, a large fry, and a shake in less than 40 minutes. I got a cool shirt and some worried looks for my troubles. I can burp on demand, anytime, anywhere, and I can also burp inward, which opens the door to a perpetual burp. So I, white woman, was a preschool teacher, and every morning my female students would want me to do their hair like Elsa, braids. I had a black student, let's call her Virtue, that saw this one day and would ask me to do hers like Elsa too. Virtue's hair was never up and always a bit of a mess. Well, I looked up tutorials and learned how to do a simple style on black/4C hair. Virtue was so happy to have her hair up like the other girls. Her mom runs over to me after the second day of this and demands to know how on earth I got Virtue to sit still without her killing me. Apparently Virtue had sensory issues with her head being touched and would essentially start kicking and biting and screaming at anyone who touched it. Except me, apparently. She begged me to help with Virtue's hair again. So I, whitest girl in town, became her stylist. Her mom brought in all these products and I essentially dematted her hair over the course of an hour and would do it up. Virtue was totally chill the whole time. Eventually she grew out of the murder phase and her mom was able to do it herself again. But for a time, my weird flex was that this precious little girl only wanted me to do her hair. I wonder if she'll remember when she gets older how much we adults all cracked up about Miss Classic does my hair right. Thanks for watching. If you liked this video, please consider liking and subscribing to our channel.